Good morning, class. So before we start anything today, I have a bell ringer activity for you. In front of you are 3 quotations and 3 statements. And if you could just try to pair up the quotation with the statement you think it goes with. Take some time. You guys have the same set, so if you need to help, you can help each other. Also, I'm here. Yeah, Aaron.
What is a quotation and what is a statement?
Good question. So a statement is a sentence, and it only has a period. A quotation, you can tell it's a quote. It comes directly from the book, and it has these guys. Do you know what these are?
Quotation marks.
Quotation marks. Very good. There's quotation marks, beginning and end, and that came straight from the book. And the other ones are statements, which is kind of like an overview of, kind of like a paraphrase. You know what a paraphrase is? Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll go over that more later. All right, so why don't you go ahead and begin the activity, and if you need any help, I'm here. Your partner's here. How are you guys feeling? You feel like you got it done? Awesome. Do you want to look at each other's and compare and see? Awesome. So just to go over them again, I'm going to go ahead and read the quotation for you, and then if someone could read the statement. All right, so the first quotation was, Charbonneau will find you wherever you go. If you were his wife and fled, then he has the right, by our laws, to kill you. What statement did you guys get for this one?
Women during this time were under the control of men.
Yeah, exactly. And so the quote would support the statement that women are controlled by men during this time period of Lewis and Clark and Sacagawea, because this quote clearly demonstrates that she is controlled by her husband. All right, I'm going to read the next one. Thank you. She's married off to a white trader named Toussaint Charbonneau. And in this quote where it says she, they're talking about the main character, Sacagawea. Does anybody know what statement they think this quote supports?
The statement is, women during this time were married off without any say.
Exactly. Good job. And the quote supports it because it's the language that's kind of used there. So she's married off to a white trader. It's not saying, oh, she is married to a white trader. She's married off. And in the story, that's supported more, and we'll get into that further with our reading. All right, one last quote I'll go ahead and read, and then if you guys want to tell me what statement you got for this one. The quote is, Sacagawea helped Lewis and Clark navigate their entire journey and communicate with other Native Americans. Does anybody know what statement this quote supports?
I think it is Sacagawea was a strong, intelligent woman.
Very good. Good job. And so this whole activity was just to kind of get you guys introduced to the idea that you can use textual evidence from the book, quotations, to support statements made in the book. And it just is really a good way to support it because it's concrete and it's undeniable because it's right there on the page in the book. All right, so we're starting a new unit. We've started reading the book. We're barely into it here right now. And this entire unit is called Analyzing a Novel. Does anybody know what it means to analyze? No? That's okay. I'll go ahead and tell you. To analyze means to examine in detail. I'm just going to write the main words here. Examine, detail, and the purpose of it is for explanation and interpretation. So those are some really big words too. Does anybody want to kind of go over what any of these words mean? You can pick if you like. So let's go word by word. What does it mean to examine something?
To look at something closely.
Very good. All right. How about details. What is a detail? Or you can give me an example of a detail.
Specific about something.
Yeah, very good. We're going to look at the specifics. Explanation.
Why something. Why you're explaining something.
Yeah, exactly. And interpretation. That one's a little different. Anybody have any ideas about interpretation?
How you see something.
Yeah, very good. So, to sum it up, to analyze means that we're going to look at something and the specifics so that we can understand it. All right. And we're going more into quotes here. And I've talked a lot about quotes. And something really important about quotes is that we want to be very careful with how we cite them. Does anyone know what citing means?
Give credit to something.
Exactly. And we cite in order to avoid a big scary word, plagiarism. Anybody know what plagiarism is?
Stealing work.
Exactly. Stealing work and trying to pass it off as your own, which is very, very bad. So there's a few steps that we have to take in order to cite something. What did we talk about earlier? These guys.
Quotation marks.
Quotation marks. Perfect. And what other things do you think we might have to put in there? How do we give credit? Who do we know who we're giving credit to? Who would that person be in this case for a novel?
The author.
Perfect. So we're going to put the author in our quotation. In our citation. And we're also going to put the page number where we found it so it's undeniable. Alright. So, as we're reading through this next chapter, I'm going to give you 2 statements or ideas like we did in our activity today. And while I'm reading through those, I want you to think about the statements and maybe kind of jot down in your journals some examples or quotations that you'd use to support these ideas. Alright, so we're going to get going and continue reading our novel and thinking about these ideas and picking apart this book. Thank you. Also, real quick, how do we feel about our objective? Our objective being I will be able to choose examples from a book to support ideas that the book states. So either give me a thumbs up, you got it, it's awesome. Sideways, you kind of get it, but a little confused, or a thumbs down for you have no idea what's going on. Thumbs up, awesome. All right, thank you guys. Let's get reading.